Every weekend, I look forward to getting out there. It's a freedom like no other. It's part of who I am. If you ride, you know what I mean. That's why I insure with Shannons. They get it. They share our passion and give us the features riders want, like limited use cover and multi-vehicle discounts. Shannons insure all types of road bikes, not just classics. Whatever you ride, ride with Shannons.
Call 134646 for a quote.
Rare Spares has over 50,000 product lines and releases over 500 new products every year. Your local Rare Spares distributor has what you need when you need it. And as the only restoration company officially backed by Holden and Ford, we take our part in your project very seriously. Rare Spares, more than just a part in your project.
nice move. Blake Delaney had to move out of the way.
Why are all my things active freaking...
It's a total on. This is amazing. Up his close heads again. This is like Chad Boston and Cam Waters. Almost the same situation. Better contact going down to the hill. Sam Noble with the simple Dave Coleman now. Sam Noble. Right now. And take on Preston and
Good evening, sim racing fans, and welcome to Sunday night broadcast here on SRW TV. Tonight we bring to you the simrigs.com V8 Supercars ProAm series. This is round 6 at Winton Motor Raceway National Layout, thanks to Warren and Brown Tools. If this is anything like what we saw on Tuesday night with the amateurs, tonight is going to be an absolute cracker of a race. I am Nathan ShiBBy Croaky Howard with Mr. Steven Sinkovic in the comms box next to me. Good evening, sir. Well, I got 500 mils of V. I'm not sure if that's a great idea this time of night, but we'll get it going. Oh, I don't even know if the stream can hear you. What is going on with the sound channel? No, they can't. Let me fix it. Ugh. All I did was move my computer from one room to the other. All right, now they can hear you.
All right, now you can hear me. Can you people out there with the sweet dulcet tones hear my dulcet tones? Because we had a few technical issues, and it's good to be back for another week at Winton, which the V8 Supercars aren't going to this year. It was omitted from the 2023 calendar.
Probably good. They can't keep it on the track.
yeah, true. But I have been looking at the timing tower for during practice, and few of the boys are hitting some beautiful times. So a record here at Winton unofficially was done in practice 2022 by Shane Van Gisbergen himself, and believe it or not, I've just closed the screen and it was in the 18.4s, and 3 of our guys are just under that time, so it's been pretty good. The boys have been doing really well out there tonight.
Have they? How's that,
Yeah.
the final corner? Barb said, quick, turn him off again. Hey, Barbs. Welcome in, mate. Thanks for joining us.
Well, it's always good to get some encouragement from my employees or ex-employees.
Whoa. We need Barb on this team. Sorry, mate. I'm putting the foot down here.
Hey, listen, there's only a few. We're expecting a light start to the show because there's Scops on and there's other stuff on as well at the moment. So I'm sure people will start trickling in and the numbers are going up as we're watching it as well. But judging by Tuesday night on track, slippery as hell. Once you get out of sequence, it was damn hard to get back in sequence. So the qualifying, the boys need to keep it clean for as long as possible so they can stay in sequence. How was your perspective from Tuesday night's AMS night?
Yeah, no, it was really good, mate. Once I think the tyres sort of wore in, the guys started keeping it a little bit more on track. It is super tricky, as we can see here, as we ride on with Thomas Freeman. Just struggling to keep the grip in the rears of these tyres around some of these tricky corners.
Yeah, it is. And once you get a bit of dust on them and go off a little bit, it takes a few corners for it to clean off as well.
Definitely does, and they got to watch out for that final corner as well. That is a doozy.
Yeah. What about that after the chicane at the front end where those ripple strips are? We saw a couple of cars last year actually flip across them. We didn't come close with the V8s, but I mean, last year, what was it, in the Porsches and in the 86s? We had a few flips go across there.
Yeah, we definitely did. The 86s are really good for flipping on their roof, though, so I don't think we've seen anything as crazy as that in the supercars here at Winton. but definitely looking forward to the Pro-Am guys getting out here and having a crack at a really solid drive from Mr. Mahoney, which I don't see him out here at the moment, and that would be due to Scops. He actually finished second overall on the podium last week, so really bloody good drive for an AM driver to be getting up there.
He's, I think his AM days has
coming
been
to
a
an
few
end.
questions. Few questions are being asked. AM driver with a question mark. But yeah, look, he hadn't been promoted at this point, but we'll see what happens.
It's the consistency, I think. Like he can drive fast, yeah, definitely, but hasn't finished on the podium, hasn't out-driven everybody every race, so. Still in contention as an AM driver. We've had Jason Douglas drop in, say, hey guys, how you doing, Jace? Thanks for dropping into the broadcast, mate. And Simon Hayes saying, g'day, chaps.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just about to do the same thing. It's good to see everyone out there. Listen, if you guys haven't liked and subscribed, like and subscribe. Get yourself in a position to win the Racecraft seat and rig. We've got 778 subscribers, a few more coming through tonight already. So we're not too far off. We're actually 222 subscribers off to giving away this amazing rig. So I want to do it before the end of this year.
For Christmas, yeah. Let's give it away as a Christmas gift. Share the stream around. Tell your friends, your family, maybe some other groups that are interested in iRacing and sim racing to come check out one of the broadcasts, subscribe, and you could win yourself an awesome race sim rig and seat. Thanks to Racecraft. We're also our sponsor for our Racecraft qualifying session tonight, which at the moment, Scotty Gamble from WK&P Sim Sports. No surprise that he is leading the charge on a 118.494, but Mr. Blake Delaney, 118.498. Absolutely nothing in it.
We're getting used to this, aren't we? This top 10 of drivers has been 2 10s to 4 10s gap on in the top 10 shootout, and in some cases 2 100s, and like here, what is it, 4 1,000ths of a second away from each other, and it's becoming a bit of a habit.
It is. It's like this across all the series this season, actually. The 86s, everybody's ridiculously close to each other. The Formula 3 is just crazy how close everybody is in that.
What was that? That was like from 20th to 1st, it was like 2 10s?
Yeah, there was absolutely a blink of an eye in it.
Crazy run, and it was a good fun night too. So it's if you guys are coming up and watching Sunday nights, look, if you've got a bit of time during work and you're not really working, flick the TV on, flick the YouTube on, put it in the corner and watch some of the racing, because it is off the chart. It's so close this season. It's probably some of the best racing I've seen on YouTube for a long time, and that's across a lot of different levels. Not because I'm biased or anything like that, just because it's so damn close.
No, yeah, we're definitely not biased. The league is just getting better. The drivers are just getting better and better every season. It's the ones that have stuck with us for nearly 2 years now are always in the Discord helping each other out, talking about different setups, how to drive the tracks differently, people posting up track what do you call them? Track tips. On their YouTube channel, and just sort of helping everybody out. And so it is a huge place to come and learn to be a good driver.
I reckon you're spot on there. It is a good place to come learn, because there's some of these fastest drivers. I mean, we're talking about guys competing Logitech, Scops first split when it comes to V8s. We're talking about Formula 3, some guys that have got world records in open wheelers, You've got your Matty Jones, he holds a record in the SR8, in the Formula 3 as well. So, we've got them covered everywhere. J-Mac and Mac Donnell in the 86s, I've been watching their times are up there in the top 5 in the world across certain tracks when they're sitting in the that new... what's it called? It's not Driver 08, it's called Garage 64 or something like that. Their times are up in the top 4 and 5 in the world. So we're talking about some seriously good quality pace.
And speaking of pace, Blake Warboys for WKMP Sim Sports had to outdo his teammate Scotty Gamble, and he clocked in a 1:18.102. And I'd like to also bring a special attention to Troy Maguire in the AM, sitting overall P7 with a 1:18.917. So really cracking lap for that AMS driver there. That extra practice on Tuesday definitely is giving those AMS drivers a big step up.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I wasn't here last Sunday night due to internet issues, and I'll tell you what, it was hard sitting there, not being able to watch, not being able to talk to you guys, and see drivers like Troy that they just blow you away with the level of improvement over a series. It's ridiculous. You see these guys start up and they're edgy and on the dust and getting into a bit of rubble here and there, and all of a sudden you see them just slowly creep up with consistency.
Some of them come in leaps and bounds too. I think driver of the 333, why is his name blanked me, from Team 3 Racing.
Team 3,
333 driver, been with us for quite a few seasons now, was at the back of the pack when he first joined.
Now you're killing me. Now you're killing me.
And now he's right up there.
I can see the logo in my head.
I know, and I can't. So many drivers in our league now as well. I think that's starting to play havoc. And as I said, my head's not. I'm not feeling the greatest tonight. But Troy Dooley, thanks, Barbs. That's it. Okay. Yeah. So his driving skill has, I think, grown in leaps and bounds. Not even overly slowly. He's just sort of gone from trailing the back of the pack to next minute he's mid-pack. Yeah, next minute mid-pack battles. Now he's up the front every week.
Yeah, next minute. Yep. It's like that's the Kiwis out there. Next minute. He was racing down the back of the pack with me when he first started. It was like, it just shows you how crap I am.
I was going to say, it shows he didn't take any pointers from you.
Oh, definitely not. You don't take pointers from me. I mean, those can teach, those can drive. Maybe I should start teaching. But his improvement has been off the chart, mate. It's like he was with us in season 1, SRW.
Yeah, yep.
100%. And he has just worked his way across. And I'm really surprised he hasn't been picked up by a bigger team at the moment. He's still right. I think it's triple three is still his team.
Yeah, Team 3. Yep, Team 3 Racing.
Yeah, Team 3.
There was two of them, wasn't it? Troy and...
There was two of them. Yeah, there was two of them. I can't remember who the other driver was, though.
It was Troy. It's him and Troy Maguire. I could be wrong.
No, I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure, so I won't say. But he, definitely improved, and he's consistently improving. And this I think this season has been his breakout season. So, really good effort. Is he a pro driver just yet? Maybe not just yet. He's built consistency, but his pace and times, he's got the ability. He just needs the consistency now.
100%. As you can see the difference with our AMs and pros, apart from Troy. Oh, he has been knocked down a peg. He's sitting overall P8 now.
Yeah.
You can see the second of our AMs driver, Andrew Cowan, 1:19.341. So still not too far off the pace, but compared to Blake Warboys, that's a whole second.
Yeah, correct. And look, we've got, just to jump in on top of you, mate, we have got 3 minutes left of qualies. And the boys are going to hit some laps now. I'm expecting these last few minutes to be deadly fast. You can see people like Coleman, who have set some killer laps in practice, are going to come across now, probably start their last lap or some of their few last laps. So Coleman was heaps faster in practice. Let me just have a look at my screen here. In practice, Coleman was sitting on a 1:18.557. He's an 18.62 at the moment, so he's just behind his pace a little bit. But the only one that's really improved dramatically, actually all top 3 have. Warboys, Gamble and Delaney have improved from practice. Dyke as well.
Good to see Zachary Vlasblom back out here. Actually, we haven't seen the AVR driver in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, I had another AVR driver send me a message, can he join the series? And I said, mate, I'm really sorry.
Yeah,
we've shut the series down for season 4. till season 4, purely because we don't want new drivers coming in and stuffing up someone who's fighting for a challenge for a title, which is usually have a cut-off there. So 2 new drivers actually reached out this week. I think we're going to be in for an epic sign-up and line-up for season 4.
Could this be a two-split sort of run for Sim Racing World?
It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. I can't wait. Who we got now? We've got
Mr. Whiting's on a pretty cracker at the moment. Where is he sitting? Down in overall P11.
Yep.
No, sorry, P12 overall. No, that is P11. What the heck? Those numbers are
Michael Whiting's sitting in P10 with 1:19.068 at the moment.
He's P10 for the pros, but P11 overall, yeah.
Yeah, correct, yeah.
Hope everybody can read that timing tower out there fine. You can see who's in pro, who's in AMs, where everybody is overall.
Yeah.
If you want me to change it up so you can see it overall, just let me know.
No one's really setting up the lighting board at the moment in these last few minutes.
No, the only one that was Vlasbom, and he actually bailed out of his lap, so...
Yeah.
He was on a couple of good purples.
A minute to go. A minute to go. So anyone on a lap now is going to, well, not now, we've still got a minute so they can cross the start-finish line. So we can be watching out for someone that's coming through with some pearlers.
Well, it's a sprint round. Once it hits 15 minutes, it's game, set, and match, and we will be out of the racecraft qualifying session because tonight is a sprint round. First race, 20 minutes. Second race, 40 minutes, top 10 reverse grid. So...
Correct. I forgot about that.
Whiting has actually shot himself up into provisional P6.
Nice. Who's that in the purple sector?
That's Scotty Gamble trying to outdo his teammate. 117 would be absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. Whoa, look at those times.
1A, so he did go better. 118.214, so stretch the gap out to Delaney just a little bit, but that will be the end of our racecraft qualifying session here for round 6 on SRW TV for your simrigs.com V8 Supercars ProAm series. Oh my gosh, I had to breathe like 3 times within that.
You're all good, mate. You're all good. You sound good. You don't even sound nasally at all.
No, I've got a chest. It's all in my chest, man. I can't. It's so annoying. It's bloody Queensland, man. We've just had 2 30-degree days. Like, no joke. Freezing cold mornings, like freezing cold. Heater on, day. Stinking hot. Anyway, Blake Warboys for WK and P Sim Sports will take out racecraft pole position and best lap this evening. Scotty Gamble, his teammate, will line up on the grid right next to him. Blake Delaney and Jamie Dyke, 2 Fishy Motorsports on row 2. Michael Angus and Michael Whiting, another 2 Fishy Motorsports on row 3. Thomas Freeman, David Coleman, more Fishy Motorsports. More Fishy Motorsports in row 9 and 10. It is a fishy fanatic out here tonight. Absolutely got the whole team here. Good to see. Back in row 6 will be Harry Dodds and Zachary Vlasbom. They're going to have a lot of work ahead of them with all those fishies in front. David Kirby, Gerard Sanfuentes will line up on row 7. Andrew Cowan, Ty Delaney, row 8. Aaron Schotter and Ed Hayden, row 9. Travis Daly, Scotty Rattler, row 10. Greg Barber is our race control, and so is Tyson McAvoy, and Shane Newens will pull up the rear of the grid for us. The cars are starting to rev.
Top four guys have broken the time that Van Gisbergen set at Winton in 2023.
Jeez Louise. We are getting ready to go green. Everybody is grid up. Oh, we're actually waiting for Scotty Rattler. Shane Newens has now hit the grid. It's too late. The grid is locked in. We are getting green to go racing. And we are away for round 6 here at Winton.
Woo! What a takeoff by Gamble. He's made it to that corner real nice. All boys are 2x2 fishy side by... Oh no, that was War Boys. Took nice wide action so he couldn't get any impact across there. This corner is pretty crucial. 2 wide coming across from War Boys at Dykey. Followed by... Oh, someone's changed their colours back there to looking like the Aston Martin team. The boys are all filed off into 1s and 2s now, so they're all spreading their wings already and playing it safe by the looks of it. Wow, no safety car first corner. Fantastic run
Winton.
from the gents.
Definitely a good track to take it easy on the first couple of laps. Get everybody sort of in and ready to go. That is a lot of cars. That is 23 cars out here on track right now. It is a tight technical track as well for big V8s, as we see Zachary Vlasbom and Thomas Freeman side by side through that corner there. This pack is really starting to build on each other. No gaps have been made.
Whiting's down 4 places and he's working his way back already. I've seen him going too wide in a couple of corners, and here he is already going for the pressure on the ABR boys, Mr. Zachary Vlasbom. Welcome back, Zach.
Yeah, good to see him back. He would be streaming over on Twitch as well. I'll probably drop in and say g'day to him later. See if I can close out his stream for him. Put me on the spot that day, the bastard.
Look at the bounce of those tyres coming around that corner, man. It is crazy across that ripple strip. The trick here is just to keep it flowing and keep the sequence of left and right, get your rhythm in and get your braking points and just keep it smooth. Because I'll tell you what, it's easy to come off, and a few guys will start to come off. These tyres will start, the rear end will start to get a bit hot and slippery, probably just after round 10, lap 10.
See, as we start moving further back through. We were right back down in P15. Look at that timing table. Nobody has separated from anybody.
It is brilliant to see.
We're on board with Zachary Vlasbom at the moment. Is leading the AMs here on lap 2 and sitting in overall P10. So really good show for him getting back out here. That gap in front is starting to stretch a little bit. We jump forwards to Thomas Freeman on the back of his teammate Millie. Oh my gosh, Funky Miller.
Chris Miller. And we've had two guys who've got a really good start out of the pros. So Dave Coleman is up 4 places now. And Harry Dodds has actually taken a positive step forward and gone 3 places. So good on Harry.
Good out there, Doddsy. Have a good race, mate. I do believe, having a chat to him, he was telling me that Winton is one of his favourites. So
yeah, you can. Oh, Dykey's just set the fastest lap so far, the 1:19.056, and he's got himself up into 2nd place.
Oh, him and Gamble actually really starting to push the barrier here of the gap between 3rd of Michael Angus. They were both
they're opening it right up.
0.5 of a lap faster.
Yeah, showing some nice pace. You can see that the guys that are getting rhythm in early are the guys that are slowly pulling away.
Yeah, well, Gamble and Dyke are just going to have free air at the moment. They know it's a 20-minute sprint. They're not going to have to worry about battling each other too much right now. They could leave the battle all the way to the end. Dyke just play it smart, sit in behind Gamble, save some tyres a little bit by utilising Gamble's draft, and then make a push right at the end. So we'll see what happens. We have had a couple of cars come off track. It looks like Troy Maguire's come off track. Gerard Sanfuentes and Aaron Schotter have all had some off tracks.
Yeah, the boys are.
Yeah, Maguire's down 8 spots.
Yeah. What's going on if Rattler comes on for the practice sessions and doesn't race?
He missed the grid somehow.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Come on, Rattler, get it together, mate.
Yeah,
Come
he missed
on.
the grid.
I haven't seen him on track for a few weeks.
I believe he was out here last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, as we jump on board with Ty Delaney here, pressuring the back of the pro driver Gerard Sanfuentes from Performance Sim Racing. The junior fish has definitely got some pace here at Winton.
I think your son is trying to give you a tip of what he wants for Christmas in the YouTube chat.
He's already asked me. Yeah, he's already asked me. It's every time I'm on a broadcast, he comes on. I'm like, mate, just message me. Oh, David Kirby's around and into the grass.
Oh, look at that line. Straight in, straight out. Bounced in and out. 1,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 positions lost That's how close this pack is as we'll grab a quick replay. Was battling with Vlasbom, went down the inside, couldn't pull it up in time.
Yeah, I think he did the right thing there. He avoided the two cars in front of him because he knew he wasn't going to make that corner, and thought he'd better not hit the boss.
Yeah, take himself out instead. I like what he was trying to do there, but definitely couldn't pull it up quick enough, as now we see Warboys is down 5 spots.
Yeah, and he must have had an off or something, but he's there now with Blake, and Blake's going to be hard to pass on this track.
Blake's hard to pass nearly anywhere.
Failure to hold brakes. Maguire was black flagged. So he's got to go through a drive-through, failing to hold brakes. Listen to that sound of the V8 going through the gears.
As we're aboard with the Warren and Brown Tools cockpit cam.
This is the dulcet tones of the V8. A romantic moment by SRW. Please sit back and enjoy. That's enough. Let's get into it.
Oh, well, he's side by side with Warboys now. Warboys really pushing up the outside lane. This is going to be an absolute drag race down towards turn 1.
Who's going to brake last and who's going to...
Oh, Blake just a little bit later.
Yeah, and he's maintained that pace through the corner a bit better too.
Oh, Warboy's got a great run out of there, though.
Yeah, Blake's got the outside run, and he's... No... Geez, that battle's not over. That is definitely not over. Have a look at the... It's like an elastic band. They just open up and close. This is going to be a fight for a while. Oh, and up front, Gamble and Dyke are still sitting within 0.3 of each other as well. This is unreal, mate. It looks like the Fishy Boys are taking it to WKMP tonight. We're going to have to give them a quicker name. WKMP takes so long to say. Whack up?
All right, I'm back.
That's all right. We didn't know you were gone.
Yep, that's good. I had to say goodnight to my little one.
Well, your other one's telling me that his phone's flat.
Yeah, no, he's a cracker.
Well, at the back here, Dodgy's slightly starting to catch up because, well, here we go. No, he's let him through. That was team orders by the look of it. Fresher tyres, probably get him up there and get him attacking. But Dodgy's catching the back of Blake and Warboys, and because of the fight they're having, so he's going to bring himself into the action as well. Coleman's got a bit of a gap on the back of Angus, but they're in the cruise control there. But Dyke is putting that pressure on. There's a bit of smoke come through that corner. Who was that?
Someone locked some tyres up. Looked like it.
Might have been Coleman and Angus.
Yeah.
I've noticed that before. I think Coleman's locking up on that first corner after the chicane, both times.
Oh, there we go again. Another big lock up.
Yep. He's, I think, Angus hasn't got the pace that Coleman has around here, and Coleman's trying to find a clean way to pass. Angus looks like he's sporting the green, the base colour green of the Aston Martins, actually. That's who I saw before. I don't think it was green before. I think it was black with a bit of green, but I think, correct me if I'm wrong, this looks like he's changed it up a bit.
Michael is a Pommy, right? Pretty sure he is. Is Michael the Pommy guy? Yeah.
He might be, yeah.
I'm pretty
I'll
sure
take your word for it.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I know one of the fishy lads is a Pom.
That might be him, yes.
I think it's Michael. He did have, it's the British Racing Green, mate.
This is true, it is.
Yeah.
Frio's down one spot only tonight. I thought he would be up the top tonight after his performance the last few weeks, but looks like he's probably just a little bit off his pace on this track. The biggest mover tonight so far is in the pros is Dave Coleman up to 4th from 8th, and in the amateurs it's Shane Newman's up 4 places.
Oh, he is too. He actually had an off track at the beginning.
Yeah.
And fell behind, so he's actually had a good drive. But Kirby, what's happened to Dave Kirby in the pros all the way down in overall P17?
Well, he did come off the track before, remember? He went head first.
Oh, yeah, he did. That's right. Yep.
That's why he's got no bonnet, and he's showing off the V8 from the front of us.
That's right. Troy Maguire had an off track as well somewhere. Yep, so Maguire had a big incident. Still holding a lot of damage. Did go into pits as well. So that's dropped him down into overall P19.
Yeah. It looks like the boys up front have settled in. Dykey's just backed off a little bit.
Yeah, I just wanted to jump up the front and see sort of what was happening here. So Scotty Gamble's still setting some quality laps, and so's Dyke. They're both still in the low 119s. Very consistent times. Just keeping that gap a little bit further from Dyke than I think Dyke would be wanting, but I don't believe it'd take too much for Jamie to get back up to him. But we are halfway through the first heat now.
Don't forget reverse top 10. So he's in a good position beside him as well.
Whiting will be at this present stage.
Yeah.
Will be the pole position for race
with
2.
Funky Miller beside him. Warboys has set the fastest lap of the 1:19.031, and he's lapping at the same pace at the moment as the front two guys.
Scotty Gamble, he sure is.
Yeah.
And the two guys in front of him, 19.62, so he's 3/10 of a second faster. So
yeah. Has Freeman changed his colour? Was he a different? Was he? I thought he was red.
Yes.
And he's changed it to the purple.
It looks like it. Purpley blue, yeah.
Yeah. So I just saw him giving Harry a few flashing lights there, trying to get into his head. Let's see if Harry can hold his own out there and spread the elbows out to make sure he doesn't get past. But the top 10 are all actually top. Have a look at that. Top 12 cars all lapping pretty much close to each other's time. 1:19.83 to a 1:19.2's average. So that's pretty good. They're very close. A couple of tenths amongst them. Oh, that's a nice place there.
Frio. Oh, Dodsy's made a mistake. Frio put the pressure on. He's through. Now Dodsy's going to watch out for Funky and Whiting coming on the back of him.
Yep. He's he's got to get his eyes out of the mirror.
Yeah, don't worry about the guys behind.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes focused on the back of Freeman now.
Well, Freeman's got a bit of catching up to do now with the times in front of him, and he's got, what has he got left in time? We're nearly at halfway point of this. We've passed it time-wise with 13 minutes and 20 minutes. So now's the time to go if you're going to make it. Freo needs to catch the back of these guys if he wants any chance of getting up into the top part, into the 6, 7, 8s.
I feel like Gamble's really put the pressure down. He's pulled out that gap to Dyke to 1.5 seconds. Unless Dyke has made a mistake somewhere.
On my timing, it says 0.85. 0.85, yeah, I was going to say 0.85. I'd say that with the position in the race at the moment, I'd suggest that Dyke is looking after his tyres. There's Gamble. Gamble's locked up a little bit there, giving Dykey a little bit more room. He's down to 6/10 now, but I'd say Dykey's probably trying to look after his tyres a bit and then make a sprint for it in the last 5 or so minutes.
Best time to make your move in a 20-minute race. As we can see the timing board starting to light up with cars getting close to each other again. And we'll all be looking for that last minute move while we click over into the final 5 minutes of Heat 1 here at Winton.
As the sun's setting at good old Winton.
Now we're going to get some good podium photos, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. Well, a bit of a tail waggle there in front of Miller. Whiting's put the pedal down now, so he's got Miller in front of him and he's got Dodds in front of Miller, so Dodds has got a lot of pressure on him. We'll see how long Bossman says, listen mate, if you don't pass this guy, get out of the way and let me have a crack.
I'm going to push you out of the way.
Bit of team orders. And while we have a love in it, how were those Matildas last night, people? I tell you what, goosebumps all around. I went to watch Australia when they qualified, and they penalty.
Oh.
Right, the girls really turned it on and took it up to the next level.
All right, the stream's back. Sorry for that technical difficulties there.
Oh, you mean I said all that stuff about the Matildas? No one heard me?
Yeah, I don't think they heard you. Yep. I went from...
What I was saying was that while we've got a bit of a gap and there's actions coming back, Miller's not really letting his boss pass, is he? He's sort of like, no, mate, I'm going to block that path off. Might be able to chat in half time, I think.
They have a race with you. Is that what they're doing?
Yeah,
War boys.
a lot of pressure on.
In fifth, hasn't been able to get around Coleman, so I wonder if this is a strategic thing.
Oh, Coleman's a tough guy to pass, isn't he?
Yeah, all the fishy boys are.
Yeah.
That's why all of them are in pro.
This is true.
Yeah.
They are a pro team.
Damn good.
They are a pro team.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are damn good. And I'm really loving the fact that they're being pushed this season as well.
Oh, by the
So,
WKMP Sim Sports. Actually, by a lot of other drivers.
Yeah, it's been spread out. It has been spread out. Yeah. It's a shame that that Dyke missed the first 3-4 rounds, because it would have been interesting to see how the competition would have gone and fared with the boys up top. I know he's working his way back up the ladder, but yeah, it would have been very interesting to see how he would have defended his title with a weekly race. Coleman's got this car going really smooth, mate. Really smooth, really smooth. Apart from his, where is he now? He's at the back, around the tree. It'd be interesting to see when they come across the finish line here after the chicane. Let's see if he's still locking up there.
Jerry's in the dirt. He's going to lose. Oh, he might not lose a position here.
No, he had enough of a gap. He just needs to maintain control around that corner. This is where I've been seeing Dave lock up a little bit, but he didn't do it this time. Well done.
Saw War Boys get down the inside of the right-hand side of David Coleman then.
Yep.
So the move might be on here as we're heading towards our white flag lap.
Wow, that went quick.
20 minutes goes quick when things are flying.
Quality driving here. Quality driving. Dykins is 0.5 on the back of him now, so he's put the foot down a bit. Blake and Coleman, Angus. Point 5 just really isn't hot, is it?
It's a nail-biting time to be apart.
Yeah, at that pace, 0.5 is like about what, 5 car lengths?
Not even.
Maybe
It's
a bit
like
less,
two.
maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah, I'm thinking 2 to 3 max.
Yeah, we'll have to pause them as they come past the start-finish so we can see the parking bays.
Measure him out that way.
Yeah.
We just get a pit crew to go out on track and just measure the distance for us.
Where's Barney? Get your tape measure out.
God, I'd be lucky if he's actually doing his job, that guy. It's not $12, mate. That's in USD. It'll be about $22 a month.
Yeah, multiplied by 1.3.
Nearly 2. Yeah, I always do it by 2, just to be sure.
Yeah.
I think I just renewed mine. It was $22.
Yeah. Has he got a job? Is he working at Macca's or something?
He's got a job in a kitchen at the moment, which is really good.
Oh.
And he just got his L's, so he's also learning to drive out there in the real world when Mum takes him.
Good.
Why so
Pressure on by
expensive?
Whiting.
Yeah.
He's really on the back of... Oh, look at this. Is he going to make a crack at this?
Hope so. Want to do some camera
Corners
movement.
left. He's the nose in there. Is he going to be able to hold it? He's left the space and he's done it.
No, he got sideways. Dodds is going to have
race
the
to the finish
run.
line. Has he got it back or has he maintained it?
Dodds got it back. Great battling here from Whiten. He definitely
Well
got
done.
it sideways.
Yeah, he had
Out
to
of
give that a crack,
corner.
didn't he? That's the last lap now, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
This should be the final lap now. Scotty Gamble will be coming towards the finish line. I didn't see Barney not doing his job, so I'm going to assume this will be our white flag lap. Stay on board with Scotty Gamble and Jamie Dyke, P1 and P2. On the track.
A little bit of wiggle.
All right, third and last corner now. They're coming through. Second to last corner.
Double right-hander.
Through the final
all
corner. Scott Gamble for WK and P
down.
Sim Sports will take out P1 for the pros here in Heat 1. Jamie Dyke will come in P2. Wow, that was close over the line. Who was
here
that?
comes
That was
Whitings. He gotta
Delaney
make
of
it.
War Boys.
He holds on. Well done. Battles from top to bottom.
We need to see War Boys, and I think it was Coleman, over the line together. I believe they were side by side over the line.
It looks like it. It looks like it was. The timing board says 0.54 at the time, but that could be wrong. Wow. Controlled race, really controlled race from all around the boys. No major incidents, no safety car. Really good run, really good run.
Yeah,
very impressive.
Solid drive.
Yeah, very impressive. The boys are give me proud down moments watching them drive the way they are.
No, who was it there? There they are there. Stop. Who is that? That's Freeman. And is that a lap car? Oh, is that Shane Newens? It is.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
yeah,
it's a lap
Freeman and Shane
car.
Newens.
Oh, man, that was edged, though. I saw it come through, and I was like, oh, my gosh, who was that? All right.
Wow,
Heat 1
that was-
results are locked in.
That was pretty cool. That was very cool.
Scott Gamble will take out P1 for the pros. Jamie Dyke, P2. Michael Angus, P3. A fishy lockout behind the WK and P Simsport driver, keeping Blake Warboys at bay down in P5. Zachary Vlasbom for our AMs will be our Heat 1 winner, with Andrew Cowan P2 and Ty Delaney in P3 for our AMs. So solid drive from those guys as well. And we are heading on over to a reverse top 10 for a 40-minute feature race here.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be very, very interesting. Boys are driving really well to AMs and pros. They're, it's for this type of track, you've got to make sure you pass this on when you do it, and everyone's being very respectful and not doing any stupid dives, which is really good to see.
Oh, we have a warm-up.
Yes, we have a
I
warm-up.
forgot about that.
5 minutes, and there's only 2.5 minutes left.
Right, who
Or
could
three and a half.
we could have got someone in here. We could have chatted to someone.
We can still have a chat with Mr. Gamble.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, why not?
Yeah, if we can find him.
He's not in our Discord. Tice, if you're watching the broadcast, or Mr. Greggy Barber, I know you guys probably are. Can you give a message to Scotty Gamble to meet us in the green room quickly, please?
Scotty Gamble to the teacher's office, please.
Yes.
Was he smoking in the toilets again? Damn these kids. Now they're vaping in toilets, you know. The schools are putting in detectors in the toilets now because of the vaping in toilets, believe it or not.
How
Just
do they
doesn't stop.
detect a vape? It's
I
just
don't know, it's still smoke, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's moisture. It's-
Vapor?
Yeah, it's vapor.
Don't know, mate. I can only tell you what I saw on the news. Maybe we'll just grab Mr. Racing Director in.
Yeah, drag someone in. We got a couple of minutes to chat about. I could also talk
Mr.
about
McAvoy.
the
You
bloody...
there, Mr. McAvoy? Can you hear us, lad?
No, he's going for a pizza.
Oh, Mr. Tyson McAvoy. There he is. How are you, lad?
Good boys, how you doing?
Good to hear your little dulcet tones, you little lad.
Okay. What?
How are you, mate? How was it from your perspective?
The racing seemed to be a nice choo-choo train, and it was good to see the boys, you know, keeping it clean. You know, Dodds out there blocking hard and keeping Freeman behind. Freeman wasn't too impressed by Dodds' aggressive defensive moves, but
I did hear that.
That's what it is about on racing, you know. You got to keep those fast guys behind you.
That's it, mate. It's racing. You got to make. He's within the laws of the ones we put out there, and we pick our brains through. So it was really good to see. What I was going to say was I can't remember Tuesday night. What was the fuel strategy? Was it lap 21 or something like that?
Yeah, around the 20 window was opened about lap 19. Depends who was fuel saving.
Yeah, I thought so. Yep.
A lot of the boys didn't want to fuel save and went a bit aggressive, and I think some of the back markers actually pitted early, but it ended up costing them more in the tyre wear. So, because you chew a lot of your tyre here.
I do remember Callum Hutchinson did that. He came in early, and in the end, the tyres bit him in the arse.
Yeah. So yeah, good pace at the start there, but eventually the tyres just turned around and chewed him. But it was great to watch from my perspective. You know, I could sit there and watch all the boys, all the different strategies outplay, and yeah, it was entertaining. And hopefully some of these fast guys, you know, a bit of fuel saving. Trying to get the frog leak there, because as we saw in that race just then, the top 6 were probably 3 seconds apart, and you know, strategy is going to become very key.
100%, and we know that the people like Blake and Mr. Dyke can fuel save like crazy.
Well, that's right, and Blake's going to be up the front here in this race, in the top 4, I think. So he's going to have a really good window of opportunity. Just depends how he gets it off the line.
Well, we've got fishy boys on the top 3 rows all the way up till War Boys, and then he's swallowed up by some more fish, and then poor Gamble in 10th place for all these fish he's got to pass.
Well, Gamble might have to bring his fishing rod, you know, and try and catch some fish out there, because it's definitely what he's going to be doing.
I reckon he's going to throw some chum in the water, mate, and get him confused.
Yep. That's right.
But,
all right, mate, we'll put you back in your box. Warm-up is just finishing, and looking for a great race. Good luck with the RC duties, mate.
Yeah, thanks for the chat, boys.
Cheers, buddy.
So
well, we've got Mr.
Crosby.
Mr. Crosby's in chat. He's always popping in on a Sunday night. It's good to see you out there, mate. Watch out for Whiting in the next race. Yeah, he's going to be dangerous next race, coming off pole. Very hard to pass on a normal track. On this track, even harder. So, going to be fun to see. The boys are lining up.
Extremely fun to see. As you can see, our reverse top 10 grid has been locked in. Chris Miller Funky will be on pole position. Michael Whiting right next to him. Harry Dodds and Thomas Freeman on row 2. Blake Delaney, Blake Warboys on row 3. David Coleman, Michael Angus row 4. Jamie Dyke and Scotty Gamble on row 5. That is your reverse top 10. The rest of the grid are lined up exactly where they finished. We'll be getting this race ready to go green as we are waiting for Newens and possibly Scotty Rattler Van Loon to see if they make it to the grid. Newens is on the grid.
No,
we are getting ready to go green.
They're flashing their lights already.
And we are away for our feature race here tonight for round 6 at Winton.
Miller was very close to jumping at the start then. I'm not sure if he did or not, but it looked very close, like he could have.
Oh, carnage!
I'll take your word for it.
War Boys was off track. Definitely looks, no, still falling down the field. Oh, Miller's around.
No. And Dyke's avoiding him, and he's lost 4, 5, 6 places avoiding him.
And his wing as well.
Oh, that's a terrible place to spin, man. So early. War Boys is missing a bonnet, so we got that out of there. But looks like Coleman is just pacing that car around that corner.
Surprised War Boys made it back on track, mate, because with the way he was spearing off, it looked like it could have been a lot worse than what it is.
Yep.
We see damage here on Gerard Sanfuentes as well.
Yep. There's been a few calls to RC through there. I think Miller just lost the rear end then, and it caused a lot of havoc for his teammates there. Dykey's fallen down. How many places he got? Whoa.
Down 1.
One, yeah, because he was starting in 10th, but he had a great start, so he actually moved himself. I think he was up at about 5th or 6th at that time. He's missing a tail, so he's going to struggle. He's going to be just playing a strategy and trying to get his car into that pit window and get it all back to going. I'm not sure how much that's going to affect his car on a track like this. About the rear end, the RC will be sliding all over the place, but he seems to like this rear end sliding all over the place anyway.
Don't we all? Don't we all?
Who we got here? We've got Freo. Is that Freo? It is.
No, it's Doddsy on,
Yeah,
and it's
Angus.
Angus on the
Angus,
back
yeah.
as Doddsy makes a mistake in the same spot he did last race. But Angus was not able to commit to that there. Pressure is definitely getting to Dodds. Keep your eyes forwards, mate. Don't worry about the guys behind you.
Yeah, 100%, mate. Just turn the iRacing windows off, mirrors off.
Yeah, turn those mirrors off. We're getting a little bit of a gap here between some of the cars, although ex-teammate Sanfuentes and Cowan. Cowan's in the dirt. Was battling with Sanfuentes there.
Sanfuentes is still charging away without a bonnet there, mate. It's
Weight
like he's
reduction.
got... Yeah, weight reduction. It's like he's turned around and said, "Oh, back of this, I've got no bonnet, let's just go for it." I reckon he's braking a lot later as well. See, I prefer to be the follower, not the guy at the front. Not that I'm ever the guy at the front, mind you, but I mean, if I'm in the middle of the pack, I'd rather chase someone down than have someone chasing me down.
No, you do become the front of the pack when they all catch back up to you.
Oh, shut up.
Hey, did you hear I won the roulette the other night?
I did hear you won the second heat. Well done, mate.
Yeah, by default.
By default.
Yeah, I finished the race.
We're gonna have to do something to pump up that series because it's a great load of
Oh,
fun.
it's so much fun. Everybody just jumps in. We have a blast, talk. J-Mac and Callan were giving me pointers about how to get quicker. So it was a bunch of fun.
Oh, we've got Gamble in the back of Cowie at the moment. Is Cowie going to be politely let him through, or is...
Cowie's going to make him fight for it.
Yeah, we had a chat about this the other night. Cowie said he's been way too nice this season, and he is being way too nice again. He could have blocked that off if he wanted to. He left the door open early.
Yeah.
You can correct me if I'm wrong, Tyson, but it looked like he could have taken a more of a acute line and stopped Gamble coming through, but Gamble is a lot faster. Probably the smart thing to do is to get on the back of him and get into his draft and follow him through the pack. That's what I'd be doing.
Let him lead you through. That's a great way to do that, actually. Thomas Freeman has just smashed in a 1:18.89. Fastest lap so far.
Yeah. Wow, you just said that, and the whole timing table disappeared.
Oh, did it?
Oh no, on my end it did. So far the boys, they've done some killer laps out there. We've still got the fastest lap of the night so far is still an where is it? It was an 18.231, and 18.102 in qualifying was the fastest so far by War Boys. Oh, Cowan has been black flagged. Oh, War Boys has been black flagged as well. So I'm not sure what happened there. I can see it on screen, but that's about it. The boys are just pulling the times like crazy at the moment. 18.93 Freeman now. Freo is in. He didn't miss a lot.
Wait,
but
hang on.
two of the boys.
Cowie got a drive through.
Yep, Terry got a drive through, and Warboy's got a drive through as well. Oh, we've lost Blake Delaney. He's manually disconnected. Hope it's nothing too serious. And out the front, the pack is still whiting up front. Freeman second, Dodds third, Blake. And ninth, Jamie Dyke, and my screen just disappeared.
Yep, it was because of my internet connection.
Okay, and Scotty Gamble in 10th. So the boys at the back, Gamble and Dyke are finding it hard to get past on this tight track, which we suspected due to the fast pace of the guys in front of them. It's going to be interesting to see where they head off from here. Cifuentes is still battling away without that bonnet, and he's got is that Ty Delaney behind him? I believe it is.
Yep. No, my timing table's doing weird things.
I think it's STK, mate, because the live timing
it's my
chart
internet, mate. It's being
okay.
a little sensitive this evening.
A little sensitive. It's okay.
Yeah.
We're all getting a bit sensitive.
I tried giving it a pep talk. Oh, as we see Daly and Gamble side by side. Daly does end up out on the grass, though.
Yep. 777.
Yeah, so Ty Delaney is on the back.
Yep. Travis Daly has just called that incident in to a race control to look at. Ty Delaney, yeah, he's on the back of Cifuentes, and looks like he might just have him there. The way Cifuentes' rear end is going there, if Ty can get really close around the back of this tree. Here we go. He's got a better run-off on him, but there's not enough pace to take him unless he can get him under brakes. He's putting a lot of pressure on. This could be a bad... Oh, he's got a bit sideways himself there. This double right-hander could be a point where, to the straight over the start-finish, to that first chicane where he can take advantage of these tyres. Come on, Ty. Show us some of that Delaney magic. No, he's too far away.
Oh, Coleman and Dodds.
Fighting away.
Well, yeah, just keeping an eye on them.
Yeah.
I do really want to have a look at these incidents from earlier.
Tell you what, Ty is pushing like crazy here. 0.2 on that. No further action on that incident that 777's called in. Half on Warboy had nowhere to go. Yeah, we can't see which bit he got pinged on for there, so I can't even comment, to be honest. There's a lot of action. Oh, Ty Delaney does really well to get on the inside of Cifuentes and makes it stick. Cifuentes' tyres, we've been watching over the last few laps, rear end sliding around all over the place, and Ty putting the pressure on consistently through it, and finally made that pass stick.
Great pass there from Ty Delaney of Fishy Motorsports. Yeah, I'd like to know where the incidents were so we can go back and have a look.
Scotty Gamble's putting pressure on the back of Cifuentes now, so he's slowly making his way through as well. Who we got? Kirby's up by 6 places, Michael Angus by 5. Whiting and Freeman just taking it out all the way at the front. They're like 4 or 5 tenths away from each other, and there's a gap of 4 seconds to Angus behind them. So the Fishy boys...
Just a Flasbomb, sorry mate. I just didn't notice. Zachary Flasbomb in overall P6, leading the AMs again. Haven't seen him on track for a week or two, and he comes back firing on all 8 cylinders and is sitting in the mid-pack of the pros right now.
Yeah, and no doubt he's got Thomas Green in his ear right now, spotting him too. So good luck out there, lads.
It's quite a nice voice to have in your ear too.
Ryan Green, not Thomas Green.
It's Thomas Riley.
Thomas Riley.
Yeah. It's usually me that gets their names wrong.
Right? Who? Ryan Riley? I just keep blending the two together, don't we? Oh, God almighty. We still haven't had anyone beat Freo's lap time of 18.893. I think the heat is up a couple of notches from the first heat, so that's probably why.
19 degrees on track.
Yeah.
It's cool.
If there's anyone out there in viewing land that wants to see a particular driver and how they're doing, or got any questions for us, please reach out and let us know. You guys are a bit quiet tonight, so entertain us, please.
Yeah, you guys here in chat are supposed to entertain us on the broadcast.
Yeah.
We're doing broadcasts differently now.
It's all on you.
Yep, you guys chat and let us know what's going on, and then we'll feed it back to the viewers, which is you. So
We're at lap 9 out of and a quarter of the way through the distance.
warning car.
Weaving on straight, 981.
That is
981?
Mr. Dodds.
Oh,
We can't show you
Dodd.
Scotty Van Loon, mate, because the Rattler didn't make it to the grid this evening.
Yeah. He seems to come out for practice and then just disappears. Just teases me.
Would
Dykey's
love
doing
to
well
show-
without a boot back there. Cifuentes is
He's
doing
not
well
doing
without a
too
boot
bad.
back there. Yeah. So I'm looking at the times. Well, something must have happened to Gamble because he lost a few places. He was right behind Dyke at one point. We've missed a few things. I think it's just because this track is just so tight and things just happen so quickly. But Dykey's up to 7, so he's passed a few people on his way through. So he's got his mate Kirby in front of him, and he's 5/10. Gamble is going hell for leather on the back of Ty Delaney at the moment. Ty's doing a great job for Fishy Motorsport team and holding him off.
Oh, Ty, just a little uncertain on the how far he was out there. Held it out really nicely though. Wasn't giving Gamble any sort of extra space.
That was like an open mouth moment for both of us, wasn't it? We were both like, huh?
Yeah, it was hard to see sort of what happened there. But Ty did go a little bit further wide than it looked like he wanted to. Had to roll off it a bit harder, which gave Gamble the nice run through there.
Blasbob's looking really settled. He's putting a bit of pressure on Coleman now.
Well, his aim, because if you guys don't know this about AVR, Venturi Racing, is that they are predominantly an Assetto Corsa competitor zone team. Very heavily GT3. Love their GT3s, do a bunch of it. They've only just come to iRacing, I think, in the last less than a year. And Vlasbom absolutely loves the V8 supercar, and his whole goal of this year is to be the best supercar driver he can be.
Yeah. He set himself a title just to compete, a goal to improve his abilities, and I tell you what, he needs to set a higher target because he's improving at a rapid pace. This car really suits him.
I think I've seen him in Scops now as well, in the lower splits, but definitely been making it into the Scop splits now, splits, which is really, really good to see from all the drivers out here.
War Boys is still battling his way through. I like it when I see like your top split guys and they have a bad day. They don't just bail. They just keep fighting and fighting and fighting.
Yep.
Full credit to them. It's easy to hit the delete button. Oh, he's in the pits. War Boys
is
is
a
first.
replay, so this is why he went down the field.
But why didn't he fix his bonnet?
That's a good question.
Oh no, this is his drive-through, isn't it?
It might have been his drive-through, actually.
that was his
that
drive-through.
makes sense. That's
why
why he's fallen down the field.
Yeah, that was his drive-through.
Cannot take a scheduled pit stop during a drive-through.
This is correct. So Whitey and Freo are still battling out the front. Oh, a bit of a lock-up there by the Valkyrie boys. And War Boys is taking full advantage of that. And that was good old Aaron Schotter, who was a winner the other night for the AMs. And behind him is Mr. Ed Hayden in the Performance Sim Racing Team colours. Times aren't getting much faster, they're getting slower. They're all getting in the 19.5s, 19.8s. So the times are about a second slower per lap that they were in the first heat. And here we have
longer stint though, mate. They gotta dial it back a little bit as we see
100%.
Freeman and Whiting teammates indeed, but they don't allow any easy passes on each other. There's no fun in that.
Whitey's not going to lay down for this. He's going to keep that pressure
Oh
on.
yeah, he's definitely going to. Exorcist 66666 Hell Racing, man, that is an interesting racing name. Has dropped in. Don't think I've ever seen you in the chat before, mate. So welcome. Great tight racing. I love watching Aliens. Something I'll never be, mate. Why do you think I do the commentating and the producing and don't worry about getting out there on track?
Mate, Exorcist, you don't need to be alien to race in our league. Some of these boys down the bottom of the mid to bottom of the pack aren't the fastest guys in the country, but they're still out there competing, and on a track like this, you still get to rub shoulders with them, and they're the best place to learn. And because we haven't seen you on here, you probably haven't subscribed. Hit your subscribe button, hit your like button, hit your notification button, because every race we put out, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Sunday night, is all tight racing like this in all of our fields. And you can also win a Racecraft rig and seat. If you don't know what that is, check it out at racecraft.com.
Ready, I'll do my magic.
And you're in a position to win yourself a $1,800 a rig and seat. And we have Coleman and Dyke first in the pits out of the top split boys. They've just gone in. It'll be interesting to see where they're going to come out.
Well, they've fallen down the field because the field was on top of everyone. Vlasbom was P21 in Scott's top split the other day. There you go. Thank you, Nicholas Rodder, for letting us know that. I knew I'd seen Zach in the splits the other day.
Yeah. Let's see how the boys come out. This is going to be interesting to see what it costs them in time.
I think Vlasbom is probably a good marker, actually, to see where they pull out through. Let's get the track map up. They are actually already out. They've stayed in front with massive amounts of space.
They've got Clint there.
It's Coleman. I was looking at the wrong one. Bloody hell.
So Coleman's come out, and it looks like that is...
He's back.
He's let him through.
It's Cowan again, being too nice.
Yep, Cowan being too nice and let Dykey through. But look at the pace difference. The way Dykey throws that car around that corner, man. Oh, and someone else has gone off there. That's a new colour livery. Who the hell's that?
That is our friend.
Shane Ewan?
Yeah, it is Shane Ewan.
Yeah, he's got a
new livery, yeah.
New livery on there.
Passion Sim Racing. Oh, I've actually seen him posting some stuff recently.
Yes. I saw it today, actually. I was going through. Well, good on you, mate. Shane's like Exorcist. Shane's a perfect example, mate. He's new to the series, and he's out there racing everything with us. He's out
having fun.
Threes.
You should see the chatter in the Discord for our series.
Yeah.
There is just so much good chatter between all the drivers, constantly.
Yeah, 100%. Have a look at Zach on the back of Harry Dodds here, mate.
Yeah.
He's wants that position big time. There's no holding back here.
Well, Mr. Sneaky Rabbit, if you do win it, you'll still have to buy pedals and a steering wheel because it is just the rig frame and the seat.
Yeah, and that's $2,000 worth just there.
Yeah, just there.
We're talking about a seasoned guy here, Harry Dodds, a seasoned V8 driver against a new V8 driver, and the aggression levels that Vlasbom's showing here is spectacular, man. He wants this position big time.
Oh, they're both into the pits. Into the pits they go. So 20-minute mark exactly. Let's see if anybody else comes through. Ty Delaney will be next to come around towards the pit entrance.
Yep.
Nope, he's going to continue on. How about Gerard? Gerard's going to go in. Warboys is going to stay out for another one. Daly's going to stay out. Shotter's staying out. That was Ed Hayden in the background into the pits.
Yep.
Coleman
It's
will
like
be
they're
next.
splitting. If he goes in, I'll stay out. I'll stay out if he goes in.
Dykey was already been through.
Yep.
Kirby stayed out. Cowan stayed out. Newens is in. Scotty Gamble. Oh, fortunate drive. That drive through down 15. Nope, down 5 spots now because of the pitting. Definitely not where he wanted to be. This will be one of the first times.
I don't know how Warboys went last week, but the week before he had a rough night as well through some bad luck.
They as usual, the WKMP guys drove phenomenally well. last
Yeah.
week. It's
That
very
hard.
odd to see them, struggling this much, but there is a lot of fish out on track.
There is a lot of fish,
There's
man.
a
It's
lot
barely
of fish.
everywhere, mate. Barely everywhere. We're going to see a mega saw come through soon and just gobble them up. The boys that have come out. Here we go. Again, in Angus is in, Maguire's in, Delaney's in.
Yep. That brings War Boys back up into P3, but still needs to pit. And this is a very, very short track.
Yeah. That pit, it just leaves you in limbo, doesn't it? Bit of, I think, Dyke and...
War Boys in the dirt, and he's drifted it beautifully. Oh my golly gosh.
Yeah, he's handled that well. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, it's
And he's
teammates.
passing
Hang on.
Coleman as well.
Oh my gosh. I have to do this because it was awesome. Just gets a little bit too far out on the dirt. Flicks it.
The old Scandinavian flick itself.
Oh, look at this, mate. Pure car control. If that was you or me, we're into the fence and probably over it.
But you aren't watching me enough, mate. You haven't seen my beautiful control lately. It's been sensational. I think I
What?
drifted one the other night too.
I've stopped calling you Spinovic as much this season. So it's a positive. It means your lad's getting better, yeah.
Here we go with the three fish here fighting each other. And Angus just made a pass before on Doddsy, I think. I think it was between the two at one point.
Right,
Yeah,
War
Daly
Boys pits.
is
Yeah,
just
Daly's
gone into
in.
the pits as well.
So did War Boys, so...
Yep. Let's see where he comes out. This is going to be the key for the boys up front as well. Freeman and Whiting, they've all just settled back into a pattern.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fishies. I think they've got their pattern locked in. Did you know this is the first time this season that the whole team's been out here? It's been a very scattered season for the fishies over here on SRW TV.
Yeah. We're missing Blake because he's pulled out.
Yeah, Blake dropped out. Yeah, other than that, we had
Blake dropped
pretty
out,
much the whole Fishies V8s team.
What's that little fish song? One little, two little fruit? No.
No, that's definitely not the song.
Oh, it's just
All right,
nice noise.
Whiting, Freeman are in the pits as well.
Yep.
And they're still out in the lead, so this will be interesting. Okay. All right, Freeman's leaving the pits now. Angus, his teammate, is coming around the final bend, so Freeman's going to get out in front of them anyway. Michael Whiting is going to pull out just in front of Angus. This is going to be interesting to see how they want to play. Oh, it's Sinkovic crashed. It's just that pit lane.
Does he hit the wall away, did he?
Nah, just sometimes when they get... It marks them as an off track because they leave the track to go into the pits.
Yeah.
It's
Crikey.
very annoying.
How many fish can you fit in a bucket? This is one of those nights where you go to the bar and you say, could I have a bucket of prawns and a pot?
Sounds delicious.
Yeah, or you could just have a bucket of fishy boys and a pot.
I got a bloody good T-bone steak the other night with garlic prawns on top for $25. Beat that.
Nice.
Can't
Surf
beat
and
those
turf.
prices. So bloody good.
Yeah, surf and turf in Queensland. You can't beat that in Queensland. Everyone's settled down in their laps.
Yeah.
You got Harry Dodd still got pressure from Zachary Vlasbon with about 0.9. Troy McGuire on the back of him. But everyone else has gapped each other and they're in a carousel at the moment. Dodds is still on the back of Angus. Jamie's dropped off a little bit at the moment.
Mr. Dyke has...
It's going to be a key that tyres are going to go off probably... They just pitted not too long ago, so probably about the... Where has my clock gone? Oh, about the 45 minute mark, the rear tyres are going to start to go. I don't know, mate. You have to have a chat to your son. He knows too much about the vape alarms and the comments I made before.
Because he's in school. I don't have to chat to him. My kids are good. They know me. They can tell me whatever they want.
Yeah, that's a good way to be.
Yeah. I just tell them if they're idiots or not.
Yeah, mine's three. Already told me where to go.
Yeah. Look, me and my oldest, when he was living with us, were bumping heads a bit.
Yeah.
But that's what happens as he grows up and wants to make his own decisions. So, hey,
Yeah.
Tom Green.
Mr. Riley, how are you, lad?
He just said Thomas Green here.
Thomas Green.
Yeah.
We thought it was Riley. Ryan Riley. Actually, that comes off really good. Ryan Riley. You guys should swap.
No. Well, I'm going to have Preach with me. I'm going to have Preach with me on Thursday night as well. We've had a few changes in the broadcast schedule. A few guys unavailable.
I'm starting to get jealous.
2 nights with Mr. Preach. I promise I won't be too tired this week, Preach. Tuesday we were both you could just hear it in our voices. We were feeling a bit flat. So
Look, you have those nights, you know, but you know what? We've got such great racing. The racing takes over and hides it.
especially when you've got 500 mils of energy drink. It's helping.
Oh, good stuff, mate.
So I don't know how I'm going to sleep after this, but
well, I'm waiting for someone to do something silly at the moment because they've all just spaced out now. They're all down to 1.5, 2.4, 1.7, 1.2. The only ones that are really still fighting is Troy, Zachary, and Harry.
Dodds, yep.
Yeah, these three here are probably the closest in the packs at the moment.
Sometimes the pits, when the pit window's open, sometimes it brings the racing right back on top of everyone, of each other. Other times it can completely stretch the gaps out.
Yeah. Oh. Well, and then you're waiting for people to get comfortable with their tyres again. You're also going to see the action happen probably another 10 minutes, 15 minutes. What are we at? Yeah, but another 15 minutes when the less 10 minutes when the tyres start to heat up again, the rear end, and a few people start doing silly things and start pushing the boundaries and start getting fatigued. Zachary's still on the pump here.
Oh yeah, he's really leading the charge for the AMs. Yeah. But look who's right behind him now. Freddie McGuire for the AMs as well has caught up. They're both in an overall top 10 finish right here.
Doing really well, really well. Biggest movers and shakers so far tonight. Dave Kirby's gone up 6 places.
He's up 10 from his starting position.
Yeah.
Why does it say 6 on the screen? It's definitely 10.
Yeah. So it says 6 on the screen. Who you got? Nike 4, Coleman 3, Angus 5. The fish have all moved up, all well schooled, these fish.
They're in a grade school at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, how many fish puns can we get out before the end of the broadcast?
I don't know, mate. It depends how many bones you get. Oh, here we go. It's finally, that was
Daly.
Ed Hayden.
Yeah.
Ed Hayden decided, or was that Travis Daly?
It was Daly.
Daly done a little bit of a rear spin there. I like his wheels. They're the same colour as mine. Cowan. No, he didn't touch him. No
touch.
No. Cowan would have been cursed. He would have heard him on comms straight away. But that's cost him a bit of a fight there. So now we're just down as Dodsey and Zachary and Troy. Where's young Ty gone? Ty's behind Gamble now.
Yeah,
he's
sitting at
5 seconds.
11.
He's...
What's happened?
Hey, what happened?
Oh, Coleman's in the dirt.
Oh.
That's going to hurt him, actually. That's going to put Gamble, Maguire, probably
get back on that track
Delaney.
early, or he's going to get a big penalty there. Yeah, you've got to be really careful. That happened to me the other night, and iRacing gave me a 40-second stop and hold because I took too much of the off track to get back on.
Well, we are down to the final 8 minutes here for our feature race for the simrigs.com V8 Supercars ProAm Series. This is round 6 at Winton. Thanks to Warren and Brown Tools. Guys, if you are enjoying this broadcast tonight, there is 20 of you out there that I can see. I want to see more than 5 likes on this video to help show your support for all the drivers out there putting on this amazing show every week.
Oh, Zachary finally makes it stick and pushed it on, but is it an over or under? Because he's gone out pretty wide. Harry Dodds will not let this down. He's going to stick side by side for as long as he can and hopefully get his nose back in.
His nose is still in there. Look at that.
Yeah. Who's going to get the grip down quickest here and then get latest on the brakes around his corner? Harry's thought twice about it.
Oh,
he's still there.
no.
He's still there. Oh, no. He just carried a bit too much in there and had to pull out.
Yeah, he did. He did also clip the back of Vlasbom there as well.
Someone called something in there, but I don't know who it was.
Might have been to do with Dodds hitting the back of Vlasbom.
Possibly, but it didn't hinder Vlasbom in any shape, way, or form.
No. Is it possible to make the list of names bigger?
No,
depends on what
unfortunately,
device you're
not.
watching, Tracy. It is definitely better to watch it on a TV because on a mobile phone it is quite small, even an iPad. I'm watching on a 27-inch monitor as we broadcast, and it's really crystal clear.
The only other way you can do it is to have the link that we have for iRacing.
The live link, yep.
The live link, and you can see the actual live splits, the times, the gaps, everything like that on your iPad while you watch it live on TV, which I do sometimes.
Yeah, it does definitely depend if they're on what device you're watching it on. I have it open on my phone, of course, because I would like to keep an update on it, seeing how it looks live. And it's very hard for me to read the timing tower on my mobile phone.
You young fella's a killer. Gam was right on the back of Gam of Dodds now. So Dodds is had Vlasbom and Troy Maguire pass him, and now he's got Gamble on the back of him. So he's not going to be having a good night if Gamble can get this nose in and make it stick.
Which he's going to.
Yeah.
Easily out. Just made that out braking look so easy.
Has Harry gone too hard too early and burned his tyres out fighting with Zach early?
Well, 6 minutes to go.
Yeah.
He was battling with Zach for a long time.
Yeah, he could have hit the cliff with his tyres in the rear end.
He stopped at pit lane last for Doddsy was lap 15. So 11 laps ago.
Yeah, that's what I reckon I he's hit that 12 lap and the tyres start to get a bit funny. Oh, he's trying to carry the momentum through those corners.
Yeah, Troy Maguire is closing the gap on Vlasbom as well, so maybe Vlasbom, again with all that battling with Dodds, his tyres have worn off.
Yeah. Looks like Whiting's given up on Freeman. Freeman's gone.
Oh, that's a big gap. 5.3 seconds. Holy smokes.
Yeah, he's gapped him like crazy. And then the gap behind him, Michael Engels 2.6, and then Jamie Dyke 4.5. Jamie's 12 seconds off top spot. So those boys have settled into a rhythm, but to tell you what, Freo is putting pedal to metal.
Oh, Preach, you still out there? You didn't get back to my message.
What was that?
Oh, no, I said Preach a message about the Tuesday night AMS race. He never got back to me. Bloody slacker. And I just remembered.
Here we go, they're fighting through still.
Go read RCBC chat.
That's what I really wanted.
Yeah. At least Greg put it in there and not in the actual live chat. Troy Maguire up 10 spots for Fishy Motorsports. David Kirby up 11 spots for Fishy Motorsports. Two absolute astounding drives from the Fishies tonight. Just absolutely schooling this field. Hey Ray, how you doing, mate? Looking for a great call tonight again. Hope Delaney does us and boys proud as Jace is on 1 week's leave. Mate, good to have you back, Ray. You're actually tuning in right at the end of the race with only 3 minutes left to go.
Yeah,
but I tell you what,
battle all the way through tonight.
Mr. Zachary Vlasbom is doing, and Troy Maguire are doing the AMs proud by being up there in the top 10 overall, as well as little Ty Delaney is also in the overall top 10 right now. So the AMs are definitely doing them proud.
Doing real well. We seem to get an AMs, boys, that sort of lift. There's always one or two that lift for each race, isn't there?
Yeah, depending on the tracks. Yeah.
Yeah. They just move it around a bit, give us a bit of an opportunity to glow a little bit. But they all put in a killer race here and there, which is really good to see.
Yeah, all the drivers put in a solid effort every week. It's great to see them all out there, and the fun that we hear coming back through our Discord as Whiting is off the track. And Angus is going to get around him. Dyke is still too far back. But Angus will take P2 away from Whiting.
Dyke will be smelling the blood in the water, mate. He'll be hunting.
Only got 2 minutes left to go. One more lap. We should see white flag. Where is Freeman on the track? Coming through the chicanes at the top, around the tree. Heading down the rear, the east side of the track now.
Yeah, I thought they were all putting their brakes on, but their lights have just come on.
Yeah, as the sun is starting to set into dusk. Number 6, Thomas Freeman in P1. Absolute cracker of a drive from the get-go. This man kept his head down and just kept driving. Let's see if Barney is doing his job. Oh, he's slowing down.
He's going to do formation.
Yes, this is white flag. This will be our final lap here tonight for round 6. Thanks to Warren and Brown Tools for your simrigs.com V8 Supercars ProAm series here tonight at Winton. We will, there's really no battles happening at the moment. Everybody is stretched out. Let's ride on board with Thomas Freeman for Fishy Motorsports as he wants to finish this race where he is right now. Going to take it nice and easy. He's got his 2 teammates behind him. Doesn't have to stress too much. And it is going to be a Fishy lockout with P1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
What a spectacular Fishy performance tonight. Really done themselves proud.
Funny too, because I've only been saying for the first 5 rounds, where's the Fishies? Where are they all? And then they all just turn up for this round.
Yeah, they've done well. They've done really well tonight. And unfortunately, Warboy's getting himself a drive-through in the situation he got himself in. And then Scotty Gamble just never really got the rhythm down.
Oh no! Dyke's off track in the background!
What the hell happened
Thomas
there?
Freeman for Fishy Motorsports will take out.
Was Dykey going for an expression session?
I don't know.
That was a bit strange, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think he was supposed to be catching up to his teammates. Oh, he was going for an expression session.
He was trying to do a bit of a drift there.
But
Did he cost himself any places? Yeah, he only cost himself he only cost himself one place in that. Shemazel.
Anyway.
Barney friends are big and small. They come from lots of places after school. They meet and play and sing with happy faces. All right. Well, mate, that was another amazing night of racing. The first heat was action-packed all the way through. The feature race, after the pits slowed down a little bit, everyone gapped out and got themselves into a bit of a rhythm, and the show was left to us by the AMs, wasn't it, really? In the end, it was young Zachary Vlasbom, Ty Delaney, Maguire. They were all battling it through, while the pros just pretty much gapped each other.
Apart from the fishies.
Apart from the fishies, yeah. Here we go, fishies 1, 2 and 3. Whiting gave away position 2 on the podium to Angus, and Angus has got himself up 6 places. Well done.
It's been a while since we've seen Angus. Was one of those ones we don't see out there all that often, but I'm pretty sure one of the last times he was here, he finished on the podium as well.
Here we go. The AMs are even the AMs are doing some burnouts for us now. Everyone's going through some squeakies. Nice. I could hear it in my ear. It is crazy. Mr. Whiting, nice to see you there, mate.
And there is your Pro and AMs podium. Your AMs will be Zachary Vlasbom, Troy Maguire, and Ty Delaney.
And your pros, as you can see them burning off, Thomas Freeman, Michael Agnes, Michael Whiting. They're all going to go off and do a bit of an expression session.
Go to the burnout pit. What are you doing? Don't do it in the straight. There's a burnout pit. Go there. What are they doing? Oh, well. Oh, we've got an SVG happening.
All right, let's start dragging these boys here because we're going to be here for a long haul going for all 6 of these. Nice.
Start with
Mr. Ty
third
Delaney?
place, yep.
If we could have all podium drivers to the green room, please. All podium drivers to the green room. Thanks for coming in, Ray. I thought you weren't going to come and visit us tonight. You're usually on here early.
Yeah, I said that. He was like hoping for a good call. I'm like, mate, you've joined like right at the end of the race.
He's probably recovering from the Matildas.
Yeah, that was a good, now by the game.
Young girl who scored the final penalty. What was her name? Vine?
Yeah,
Vine?
yep.
Young Shepparton girl. So Victorian lass. And here's another one for you. Sammy Kerr played her junior soccer for a Croatian club in Sydney.
There's a lot of Croatian clubs. I played for a Croatian club.
I know you did, mate. So did I. So did I.
All right, are they
Mr.
lining
Vlasbom.
up yet?
Is he blowing his car there? He's just sitting there. We got
I was just
Ty? Yes, we
watching
got
him.
Ty.
Yeah.
Let's drag him in. Let's drag Mr. Delaney in. Okay, it won't let me do it. Here we go. Junior Delaney, how are you, buddy?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good, mate. What happened to Dad? Where did he disappear to?
I actually don't know yet. I'm just checking the replay now.
Oh, did he crack the sads? He had one of those nights.
I don't know, actually.
It's not like him anyway. Anyway, how'd you go, mate? It was a few really good battles, especially in the feature race. You were sitting around there with who was it? It was Maguire and Vlasbom for a while, then Harry Dodds for a little bit as well. Have fun?
Oh, yeah, heaps of fun. I love Winton, one of my favourite tracks. Not much action in the second race. quite a bit of action in the first. It was just racing with myself for the second race. Not really many people around me.
Yeah. But nice and consistent, and there's a lot of fishy boys out there tonight too.
Yeah, I think it was 10 drivers in the end. It was just
Wow.
a lot of drivers.
That's about that. That's probably half the fishy list, yeah.
Yeah.
How are you finding your season, mate? This one round is as much fun as last one.
Oh yeah, heaps of fun. Always loved good SRW. Yeah. So
Good to hear.
How's
You're
that
getting used to
trophy
the
look
pace
on your shelf, mate?
oh yeah, it looks awesome. It's definitely bigger than all the other trophies, which is good.
Have you been showing it off to family and friends?
Oh yeah, definitely. Always. Mine's a bit bigger than Dad's, so got to show off the Dad a bit.
I love it, mate. I love it. Well, you deserved it, mate. So congratulations on that one. And thank you for posting it out there, mate, so everyone can see what happens when you put in an epic season at SRW. Listen, mate, we've got a lot of people to get through. So do you want to thank your supporters and family?
Yeah, I'll just go through these sponsors now. I'd like to thank West End Motor Group, Parramatta Peugeot Professional, Parramatta City Great Wall Haval, West End Parramatta, Parramatta ICGU, DC Shades, Precision Sim Training, Infinity Designs, Adrenaline Images, Battery Warehouse, Early Beach, and Relax.
Mate, you're getting that down pat. You're doing that better than some of the big boys and fishies.
Yeah, Freeman was stumbling last time around, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Maybe when Freeman comes back in, you should come in and help him, mate. Well, good luck for the rest of the season, mate. We've got, what is it? We're round 6, so 3 to go.
3 more rounds, yep.
Yeah, 3 to go. Good luck for the rest of it, mate, and have fun.
Thank you.
Cheers, buddy. Take care. All right, so who we got next? Who was second? Was it
Troy.
Troy? Where is he? Troy Maguire?
That's him.
That's in. Mr. Maguire.
Hey boys, how are we?
Good, mate. How was that for you?
Pretty shocking. I wasn't happy. I made too many mistakes, took too much fuel, and started down the back, which wasn't ideal. But the penalty in the first race was completely deserved, as I just had a brain fart, really.
It happens, mate. It happens.
Yeah,
It,
I just.
just lost it.
Me and Tyson made contact. A little bit of a net code, and you don't really want to dub your teammates in, so I just took a bit on the chin. But what happened after that was just completely my fault, stupidity, and just I deserved the penalty. So
Arlen Motorsports reckoned your handbag was too heavy.
That's what I was just about to say.
yeah.
You know what? It's never a dull moment. We've got four boys up here, and people just give each other a heap through the YouTube chat. I'm surprised that Senior Delaney hasn't been on just yet. He's usually the first one on here. Listen, mate, we've got a heap to go through. Congratulations on the podium. You've done an excellent job, and I hope you enjoyed Winton.
Winton wasn't actually a good track of mine, and now I've just recently upgraded to triple screens. Winton is like superb. It is awesome because I can actually see apexes here. It is amazing.
What size screen did you go from to a triple?
So I also ultra wide, 49-inch, and I've gone to 327s.
Yeah, nice, mate. That'll make a big difference.
Oh, it does. Like I said, I can see apexes here, especially in the boobies. So it was like
Oh, nice. Well, mate, good on you, and hopefully that helps you improve as you go along with 3 more rounds to go, so good luck for the rest of the season. Do you have your sponsors in the list that you got to thank?
You're going to ask that. I'm trying
do you want us to get Ty to come back and do it for you?
Ty's is on the podium more than I am, so he can do it for me.
All right, mate. Take care. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, last of the. What have we got
Mr.
there?
Zachary Vlasbom.
The only other non-fish. Sorry, Blake, we've already done it. There you go, Mr. Vlasbom. Welcome back.
Hey boys, it's been a while.
How's mate?
Where you been?
I've just been in and out. But yeah, just again, life in the way, but Also, yeah. But yeah, no, it's good to be back, eh?
Yeah, it was good to see you back, mate. You put on a stellar performance. Your driving style was a little bit more hungry than what I'm used to. It looks like you were throwing your nose in a bit more than usual as well. Were you feeling a bit more feisty tonight, mate?
Oh, it seems that way. I mean, I was a bit. I wasn't pissed off, but I was. I kept the quali setup on during the first race, and the tires just melted after 2 laps. So
yeah,
I made sure to put the race setup on, and then yeah, I felt like I was a bit feisty. There was one move in particular. I think I tried to send it down the inside of the cleavage, but luckily I pulled that up. Otherwise, that would have been a pretty bad move. But
I'm just going to repeat what you said. I tried a ditching move into a cleavage. Lucky I pulled it up. Sounds like a good night.
That's alright for the TV, but no, I just figured, you know what? Let's just come to this race with a different style, and I mean, I guess it worked. I mean, the guys ahead were just too fast in the end.
5th overall in the feature race, mate. So that's a cracking drive for you coming back after a few weeks away.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, yeah, as I said, those guys had, they probably put a bit more practice into it, probably had a bit more time, but you know, oh god, lost words.
It's all right, mate.
Are you gonna need me to come close your stream for you again?
Oh, I've already closed it, mate. Next time.
That lost for words. Just had to close the stream already.
Yeah. I hope you can remember who you're gonna thank for sponsors and support.
Yeah, it should be. I should be right with that. Well, firstly, Alpha Venturi guys. I feel like we're making a lot of progress at the moment, especially in the supercars scene. So just like to thank everyone for their dedication at the moment to that, because it's a slow chip, but we're chipping away nicely. So if we can keep that up, I reckon we're onto something good. Yeah, no, I'll just keep it at that, I reckon.
Go check out Alpha Venturi Racing over on Instagram to keep up to date with all the races they're doing, because they race across a couple of different leagues and a couple of different simulators as well. So if you want to see what AVR do get up to, check them out on Instagram.
I suppose you should also thank Preacher Designs.
Yeah, Preacher Designs. Yep, that's a good one. That's Tom Green, right? Tom Green and Ryan Price.
Tom Green, mate.
It's all right, mate. What a list off the sponsors for you.
Yeah, mate. By all means.
Oh, dude, look, have a good one. Welcome back. Good to see you back on track, man, and good to see you come back with. I don't know. I think the break might have done you a bit of good, because you looked a little bit more sharper and I don't know, a bit more feisty, which I think you're going to need in the V8s going forward.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, these guys fight tooth and nail, and I mean, absolutely fair game to them. Don't leave me any room. I won't leave you any room. So if it's mutual, you know, so be it.
Yeah. All right, mate. Take care. Have a good night, and I'll see you next week on the next track. And 3 more rounds to go.
Easy. You guys have a good one as well, yeah?
Cheers, Zach, mate.
See ya.
All right, so we got 3rd place was Mr. Whiting.
It is.
All right, here he is. Mr. Whiting, how are you, buddy?
Thank you. How are we, boys?
Good, mate. Good. Mate, 10 fishies on track tonight.
Yeah, big night.
Yeah.
Did none of you make it into Scops?
No Scops this weekend.
Ah.
Not Scops isn't every week.
So how many drivers have you got, Mike?
Active, we've probably got about 15.
15?
On the whole team, it's probably just over 20.
Whoa. Wow.
And
are they all Australia, New Zealand?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
We've got 1 or 2 aliens in there, but I don't know if that counts.
Yeah, who knows?
That ranges too. It's not just supercars. They drive a bit of everything. You know, open wheelers, GT cars.
Yeah, we've got them in the open. We've got a couple of your boys in the open wheelers. Griffo didn't race this season, but he did last season. I think we've got one of your boys in Wednesday night as well. It's good to see, mate. Blake's asked us to find out if you've had your Tim Tams packet tonight.
No, that'll be after the race. Thank you, Mr. Delaney. I've copped it all week from Blakeo.
Hey, Blake, what was your reason for pulling out of the race, mate?
I know. Was that just being soft, or
maybe he needed to go eat some Tim Tams?
We've got a hashtag for that on the team.
Oh, do you?
What?
Yeah, it's be less shit.
You know what? Pick one for you. How many of your boys are in Victoria?
I think like 2/3.
2/3.
And, and there's like 10 of those that are probably within half an hour of each other.
Oh no, you guys are a lot out down the southeast, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The rest of us are up the other end of the other end of town. But I'm looking at planning a major event at the end of the season. If it goes well, we get the sponsorship we're looking for from Ace Go-Karts. Ace Go-Karts is a plug for you guys. I'm in conversation with them about putting a bit of a whole day of go-kart racing. So hopefully we'll get all the Victorian drivers down for a bit of a snag and a race at the end of the year.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I can see there'll be a lot of fish in the ocean that night.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, mate, I will do what Blake tells us to do to everyone. Could you thank all your sponsors and all your people that support you?
I was actually going to leave it to Thomas because he was the race winner. I don't want to sort of steal his thunder.
Well, how about you all shout out one sponsor each?
One sponsor each?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll shout out Infinity Designs then.
Yeah.
Nice choice, nice choice.
I think we were going to bring Ty back to do Freo's work because Freo balls it up last time.
Yeah, then don't forget to ask Troy. I hope you asked Troy.
Yeah, we did. He had
didn't.
no idea, mate.
No.
He had no idea.
I could have honestly done it better than Troy.
That's fair.
Well, mate, take care. Have a good run, mate. We've got 3 more rounds to go before season 3 finishes. So good luck and all the best, dude.
Appreciate it. Have a good night, guys.
Take care. So who we got left? We've got
Mr. Angus.
Michael Angus is. Oh, here he is. You got him before. I got to grab him. Mr. Angus, how you doing, buddy?
Good, gents. How are we? Having a good night?
We are having a blast. It's a bit hard with all the fish in one pond for one night. I think someone threw some chum out in Winton, and all the fishy boys dived in on it.
Yeah, it was a big night. We just we not too long ago had our fishy cup here at Winton, so I think the boys were used to running right behind each other without hopefully taking each other out throughout the race, which was nice.
Yeah, it was nice of Michael to let you through, wasn't it?
I did say that. I was actually happy to let him go. I think he started daydreaming and then realised there was a corner coming up.
Well, you should put him off, did you?
Oh, I could have tried to, but no, he did it all himself.
That's
even
nice,
better.
Nice. Hey, is that a new livery?
It is, yeah. Just something we whipped together for the enduro season coming up. So it was a Aston Martin.
Yes, I knew that.
Yeah, you called it, Steve. You did.
Yeah, I knew that's where you went. I like it, mate. I do. I like it. It's quite really good.
We try and come up with something a little bit different for the enduro season. So usually we do a supercar throwback, and this year we've just tried something a little bit different. It's come up good.
Yeah, I like it, mate. I reckon you stick with it. It's it makes you stand out from the rest of the fish in the pond, and, and believe me, you do need to stand out in this pond.
That's exactly right. You're not wrong.
And what does he say? Ask him. Does he change liveries?
He's like his undies. How's Troy's it going?
It's always easy when they've already left the room, isn't it?
Yeah, he's just a bit filthy because he had the green one before, and now I've got the better green one. So,
it's hilarious. The interviews came on, we dropped to 10 viewers, now it's back up to 27 because all the fishy boys are in. He's spamming silly questions.
No, everyone's waiting for Freo, you know. He calls his mum, his dad, and brother, or sister, you know, everyone. He wants everyone to tune in for he wants everyone for the interview.
Yeah, that's
is
good.
Freo married?
So what's that, sorry?
Is Freo married with kids?
Of course he's not. That's why we all tune in to listen to his interviews. Nah, he's...
Everyone in the fishy family lives vicariously through Freo.
Yes.
Any news on Freo's love life? Geez, they're really getting stuck into the chat. I love it.
We love it as well, mate. It is absolutely... One thing I love about doing a live broadcast for esports is that we can be we can chat with the viewers. Whereas if you watch racing on live TV, you don't get that sort of, involvement between the broadcast team and the viewers. So it is great when everybody jumps in and starts chatting to us and also throwing shade at you guys, because it makes us laugh and then gives us stuff to throw back at you next time we talk to you. So
sounds like we're just digging our own hole, really.
You really are. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I note all of this down.
Hang on. What do we got? He's got to ask Angus about his wedding date.
Oh God! Now he's digging at the bottom of the barrel here.
He's run out of things.
It's better than that. Come on.
Huge news. I don't want to put you on the spot or anything, mate. But did you
no wedding date
off one of the bride party?
No, there's no wedding date. No, I'm off to. They all think I'm going off to get married or something, but I'm off to
going to Thailand.
No, off to work this week in Budapest for a couple of weeks. So
that'd be cool.
I'll be tuning in to the live stream from over there to watch the boys have a bit of fun on a Sunday.
What do you do, mate?
I work with the Australian athletics team. So we got World Championships over in Budapest in about a week's time, and we'll get over there and have a bit of fun. Hopefully, see the Aussies come off the back of the Matildas are doing. Hopefully, we can do it over there.
So pump up the rest of them.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, I've nothing like watching the penalty shootout before they go out on track to pump them up a bit, to show them anything is possible from a young girl in Shepparton that can kick the winning goal.
Yeah, that's it. Well, now Coleman's getting stuck in. So next time we have a Coleman on the podium, just ask him about his Auskick career. I'll just leave that one open-ended for you boys.
Auskick career. You never made it out of Auskick?
Well, I'll let him answer that one. I'll just leave that open for you.
That's all right, mate. Listen, you better thank your sponsors and the people that support you, because otherwise the rest of the boys won't leave us alone in the chat.
Well, I've got to do it, because if Freo does it, he'll get it wrong again. So
that's all right. We can correct him.
So we've got the West End Motor Group, DC Shades, Precision Sim Training, Infinity Designs, and I believe, who have I forgotten? Battery Warehouse, Early Beach.
Yep.
That sounds about right. Yeah, that's what I've got on my list.
I'll tick that one off. Good.
Well done, mate. You go ahead of the class.
Thanks, boys. Appreciate it.
Take care, mate. Have a good one. All right.
Well, I hope all you people out there throwing shade and questions, which is hilarious, have liked this broadcast for us.
Yeah, you better have. All right. And the winner of the feature round, Mr. Thomas Freeman. How are you, buddy?
Good, boys. How we going?
Oh, pretty good, mate. I'm not sure if we're having more fun chatting to you guys or chatting to the boys on YouTube that are trying to dig bigger holes for you guys.
Oh, no. Here we go. All right, shoot him away. What are the questions? What's it that say?
No, they've left you alone apart there. Everyone really, really, really wants to hear you thank all the sponsors, so you better be ready.
I was actually listening to Angus's name out the sponsors. He forgot 3, so I'm just gonna I'll make sure that I get them 3 in for you, boys.
Perfect. That's just do it teamwork. Just one person do 3, the next person do 3. See, it's easy.
That's actually exactly what we're doing. Yeah, I shouldn't give him shit.
They're all singing. Your whole team is singing "Never Gonna Dance Again" in the chat, mate. So what's the backstory?
Oh, so when I think I told you guys, I went out on a date and last week before, and I was just like, never gonna dance again. Blako put it in the on the soundboard, and every time I enter the chat now, we have to play that. And every time I step away from the microphone and come back, I have to press that, and then they know I'm all back, and it's just better than saying, "Hey boys, I'm back." Yeah, I can't. I don't think I could play it in here, but it's just fun. It's just a little bit of banter, a little bit of fun. It actually saves me speaking too, so I don't know. It's a win-win.
Oh god, it sounds like you boys are all stuck in the 80s. One of them's kind of Careless Whispers, love songs and dedications. me and ShiBBy should open up a 3AW love songs and dedications song night on a Sunday night after you guys all go.
Oh, I tell you what, it'd probably be popular.
Yeah, well, you never know. It can't be worse than hearing us do this.
Oh, come on.
Well, mate, you know what? Yeah, it could be. You're making a habit of getting up here on the podium, which is really good to see. Strong finish for the season, and 3 more rounds to go. I haven't looked at the ladder this week because I've been busy with a new job. ShiBBy, is he far off the top or is he on the top?
Let me pull it up right now.
Good to see.
We're in ProAm.
Been on 25 days since we announce the song though. These guys are really getting stuck into you, mate.
Are they? Yeah, let him go.
40 last night.
Let him
Mate,
go.
you're sitting
He'll
fifth.
definitely make their nights.
Fifth
Sitting
at the
fifth?
moment. Yeah, we're on 439 points, and Scotty Gamble is leading on 707. This is as of last round.
Okay,
So you've made a bit of a jump up. So they're still in for a title fight by the look of it. And we'll get into a bit more detail next week as it gets hotter. Beef Cheeks said he's got told 50. Oh, no, they're just getting slammed into you now, mate.
Beef Cheeks.
Yeah. I don't even know. What do they talk? I don't know what do they mean, 50?
They're talking about
How many
dates
dates
now.
you've
40
been on?
dates.
Yeah, since,
25 dates, 40 dates, 50
yeah,
dates.
since you announced the song.
I think they're starting to.
But who was Beef
auction
Cheeks?
you off.
That's Beef Cheeks is Angus.
Oh, yeah, of course, Angus.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it gets better.
I love it. All right, mate. We'll let you go. Let you thank the people that support you and help you guys get out in your fishy colours. Can you thank them all?
Yeah, beautiful. So, thank Mike for the new paint and for our endurance paint. The enduros are coming up soon, so it's going to be a very busy month actually. I think it's like four enduros we're going to do, but I think it's just one, like practice for one, then practice for the next, and then onto the big ones. The three that I'm going to name out, our sponsors that haven't been named yet, is Precision Sim Training, Relax Reels, and also Parramatta Isuzu Utes. They were the three that were mine to share.
You're right, though. He did mix that. Relax Reels, game and fishing. Yeah.
Yep.
That's true.
Well, good on you, buddy. Good luck.
Cheers, boys. Thank you.
Hope your dating scene improves.
Thanks, boys. Hey, I've got the sim, boys, so that's all right. No date's going to beat this bad boy. So.
Good luck, mate.
Cheers, boys. Thank
See you next week.
See you, boys.
Well
Thanks.
done, mate. Catch ya.
Cheers. Bye.
All
Well,
right.
Shibby, that comes to an end of another night.
Still
and
laughing at
believe it
the
or not,
fishy. And
my jaw is sore from laughing tonight. Yeah. and I'm bloody knackered as well. So it's been a good night. Racing tight as usual. Some amazing stuff. These boys in our league really know how to fight close and fight hard, which is awesome to see week in, week out. I was really gutted I couldn't host last week. I was having withdrawals for the rest of the week. It pretty much threw my week, but good to be back in here with you, mate, and good to be commentating and being around these guys because they're spectacular.
100%, mate. Sorry, I was just trying to get my breath back. The fishy boys are too much. But no, it was an absolute cracker of a race here tonight for round 6 of the Simrigs.com V8 Supercars ProAm. Thanks to Warren and Brown Tools and, of course, Racecraft for the qualifying session. Absolute banging racing across the board. The AM's really starting to show their form, working their way up into the top 10 as well. So, solid race. Look forwards to doing this all again next Sunday. If you're not subscribed, do it now so you can keep up with all our broadcasts 5 nights a week. Our next broadcast, we will be back on Tuesday for the AMS series for your V8 supercars. Following that, Wednesday will be the Formula 3. Thursday will be your GR86s, thanks to Shannon's insurance. And then we come back around on a Sunday and do it all again for your Pro-Am series. I have been Nathan ShiBBy Howard. The man next to me in the comms box is Stephen Sinkovic. And we are going to end this broadcast by saying, stay safe and race hard.
Be safe, people.
I just said that. I just said stay safe.
Well, I've got to say something.